legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had hopes. Had to have hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had hopes. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger crusades. They never wanna be the winning the novelties. Don't ever change, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. Hey, hey, hey. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Hey, hey, hey. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes.
Like a small boat,
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I swear I lived. I swear I lived. Every broken bone. I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. I swear I lived. Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night. The chemical, physical, kryptonite. Help us to the face and the fading light. Oh, we were bound to get together, bound to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. A backless dress and some beat up sleeves. My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. I felt it in my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Oh, come on, girl. Deep in her eyes, I think I see the future. I realize this is my last chance. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. skin, kept on the inside and no sunlight. Sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, falling for the fear and then to disappear and bow down to the mighty. Don't run, just stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. And since your history of silence won't do you any good, did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Just want to see you. Just want to see you. Just want to see you. I want to see you be brave. Just want to see you. Just want to see you. See you be brave. Just want to see you. Just want to see you. Just want to see you. I 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 used to bite my She's just a girl and she's on. Growing up, Girl Scouts taught me the power of courage, confidence, and character. And it all started here with the Girl Scout program. I learned how to talk business and sharpen my pitch. From selling cookies to leading projects, every program level supports me in climbing towards my goals, building skills that shape my future. With previous years of Cookie Money, I've gotten to learn about and try different industries through workshops, lead community service projects, and go camping. Thanks to the lessons I've learned and the friendships I've made, I'm ready to make my dreams come true. Whether it's in business, trades, the military, or any other dream you can imagine, you helped make it happen.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing.
We are indeed a family! Woo! Welcome, everyone. Oh, it is so wonderful to be here, and I feel like I've got all my sisters and siblings with me. Are there any Girl Scouts in the house? Amazing, amazing. The energy in here is wonderful, and we are so excited to kick off this Girl Scouts Nation's Capital's 63rd annual meeting. We're going to start today by introducing you to the council's senior leadership and board officers, along with presenters for today's meeting. These are the folks who are going to make today exciting and engaging, but most importantly, you're going to meet some of the Girl Scouts who make up the largest and strongest council in the country. So first, we would love to introduce you to Mary Jane Weschler, an ambassador from Troop 47876, escorted by Zoe Chapman, Director of Membership. Next, we have Salik Wolfson, a daisy from Troop 7396, escorted by Angela Baker, Senior Director of Human Resources. Greta Blue, a brownie from Troop 7291, escorted by Ray Davidson, Chief Strategy and External Affairs Officer. Alexis Blaze, a junior from Troop 7264, escorted by Kathy Duda, Recognitions Committee Chair. Brooklyn Piercy, a cadet from Troop 4217, escorted by Mary Brady, member of the Nominating Committee. Bree Sens, a daisy from Troop 7347, escorted by Jody Morton, board member and Recognitions Committee member. Bridget Edwards, a cadet from Troop 70088, escorted by Annabelle Bragdon, member of the board. Paige Coulter, a cadet from 70083, escorted by Jenny Herrera, assistant treasurer of the board. Oh, I got it. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. No. They are not on here. Colleen, who's with?
Right there, Ava Payman.
Thank you. It's not in my script. Okay, wait. No, it's not. Because where's Colleen? Colleen's not on there. No, I got it. Where is it? Colleen here? Here, Ava Payman. Ava Payman, a brownie from Troop 7308, escorted by Colleen Sibula, Chief Operations Officer. Scarlett Mobley. Scarlett Mobley, a junior from Troop 7247, escorted by Jessica McClain, Chief Financial Officer. I'm going to, no, Niall Brown Lawrence, a junior from Troop 31087, escorted by Wendy White, Secretary of the Board. Daryl Lillian Johnson, a cadet from Troop 42217, escorted by Antoinette Barksdale, second vice chair of the board. And then Nuri. Who? Oh, we're going to go to Neva. Neva Brown Lawrence, a daisy from Troop 3108D7, escort with Elizabeth, right? Oh, with Kim R. Ford, Chief Executive Officer. Oh, now we got it. Okay. Yes. And Elizabeth Perello, a cadet from Troop 72-6, with Nuri Brown Lawrence, a brownie from Troop 31087, escorted by the president of the board, Barbara Crumson. Aren't these Girl Scouts amazing? They represent our entire council, every level, every region, and all the great diversity we have throughout our nation's capital. The Girl Scouts, along with all of the amazing volunteers, caregivers, supporters, and team members, are who and what make us the strongest council. Thank you and welcome. And now, please welcome to the stage Girl Scout Ambassador Annabelle Bailey from Service Unit 7010 and Girl Scout Ambassador Oju Ramani from Troop 00673.
Girl Scouts, attention.
Color Guard, attention.
Color Guard, advance.
Color Guard, post the colors.
Color Guard, salute.
Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance and the Girl Scout Promise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Color Guard dismissed.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, presenting the association flags. Association 10, St. Mary's County. Association 11, Calvert County. Association 12, Charles County. Association 14, Southwest Shenandoah Region. Association 15, Northeast Shenandoah Region. Association 21, Southern Prince George's County. Association 22, Central and Northern Prince George's County. Association 31, Georgia Crossing. Association 32, Northern Montgomery County. Association 33, Heart of Montgomery. Association 34, Montgomery Crescent. Association 37, Frederick County. Association 40, Washington, D.C. East. Association 42, Central City Friendship. Association 50, Ash Grove East. Association 51, Ash Grove West. Association 52, South Central Fairfax. Association 53, Mount Vernon. Association 54, St. Fairfax. Association 55, Little River. Association 56, Difficult Run. Association 60, Pride of Potomac. Association 70, Goose Creek. Association 80, Port of Prince William. And Association 90, Piedmont. Dear audience, these are your associations of the Girl Scouts, nations, capital! Let's give these Girl Scouts another round of applause! Woo! And now, please welcome to the stage the board president of Girl Scouts Nation's capital, Barbara Kromsick!
Good morning, Girl Scouts. What a pleasure to be here. And once I find my page, we will be in great shape. Oh, wasn't this a perfect way to open the meeting? Applause to all the color guard and the association flag bearers and the Girl Scouts that we escorted to the stage. It's always wonderful to come to the annual meeting and see so many of our membership come together, represent all our associations. Our council's success is driven by the commitment of all our volunteers. Please, let's hear it for all our volunteers. Volunteers from troops to service units to associations, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all you do to build youth of courage, confidence, and character across our region. We can see from today's opening ceremony just how special each of our 25 associations are. Thank you, Girl Scouts. We'd like to recognize our hosts for today's annual meeting. And where are the Girl Scouts and volunteers from Association 70? Thank you to Kathy Coulter and William Perry, chairs of Association 70, for your leadership. Another round of applause for Association 70. Great morning. At this time, I'd like to introduce our special guests, two of whom I've seen this morning, but the third I haven't, so I'll introduce her anyway. But let me introduce Marcus Peacock from our national board. Marcus. And Trooper Sanders from our national board. And we were expecting also Abrora Omish. Abrora, are you here? No, Abrora is a dear friend. She was a teen board member, and now she's on the national board of the Girl Scouts. So and now I'd like to recognize our current board members. They so generously commit their time and talents to assure that our council remains strong. First, the officers of the board. Please stand and be recognized. Antoinette Barksdale, second vice president of the board. Wendy White, secretary of the board. Jenny Herrera, assistant treasurer of the board. Please remain standing. Would the remaining board members please stand and be recognized? All the board members who are here. Thank you. Our theme for this annual meeting is being a sister to every Girl Scout, a key part of our Girl Scout law. That's what Girl Scouting is really all about, a commitment to lifting each other up and standing shoulder to shoulder when times get tough. Unfortunately, these past few months have not been easy for our council. In January, we experienced an unspeakable tragedy when we lost an entire family of Girl Scouts in the plane crash over the Potomac River. Additionally, just last month, we lost another young Girl Scout, Germany Jackson. We ask that you join us in a moment of silence as we remember the Livingston family, Lydia, Everly, Donna, and Peter, and Germany Jackson. Thank you. While our hearts ache from these devastating losses, we remain grateful for our memories of the Livingston family and Germany Jackson. At this time, we'd like to welcome Alex Bowen, co-troop leader of Troop 70202, to the stage to share a tribute to the Livingston family.
Good morning. Donna, Peter, Lydia, and Everly Livingston were an ice skating family. But even with their rigorous skating schedule, parents, Peter and Donna, made sure that their daughters were able to explore everything they were interested in. Thankfully, Girl Scouts was one of those things. I met Donna in our daughter's kindergarten class 7 years ago. Donna was sharp, kind, and spunky redhead who always was beautifully dressed. When we mentioned starting a Daisy troop to her, she got so excited and jumped at the chance for her daughter, Lydia, to join. Donna was the ultimate Girl Scout mom, always willing to provide supplies, support, and ideas without even being asked. She was crafty and designed and made personalized uniform hangers as bridging gifts for our brownies. She always organized the troop's snack sign-up. One year, she took over the snack parent role completely. It was very important to her that A, the troop had tasty but healthy snacks, and B, to ensure that nobody forgot to send them, which, as you know, is always upsetting for the girls, especially Lydia, who loved food. For one of our farm outings, she made individual lunch bags for everyone, and she provided menu options. She was classy. Dad, Peter, was a dedicated and dutiful father. He always joked, "I'm just the driver." He didn't want us to give him any dates, information, or instructions about upcoming events. "You tell Donna, and she'll tell me where I need to be." And he always arrived on time and with a smile. Peter was active in the community at school board meetings and an advocate for student aid for our elementary school. He helped the school eventually get Title I recognition and many of the services it needed. Lydia was a funny, giggly, and sweet girl who loved to party. She was always ready to help and try everything, especially with her Girl Scout sisters. Activities like bike safety lessons with the sheriff, meeting local and state politicians, attending larger Girl Scout service unit events like cookie rallies and Juliet Gordon Low birthday parties, and especially camping, even though she said "ew" a lot and always wanted to scream every time she saw a bug. Cookie season was her favorite. She was so enthusiastic at Cookie Booth, which is where her cheery personality would shine through. It was a perfect time to let out her giggles, charming customers, all while hanging out with her Girl Scout sisters. Last year, she started homeschool, which gave her more time to focus on skating and traveling for the sport. Her mom told me that continuing with Girl Scouts was even more important since she didn't see her friends as often. She even attended virtually. Lydia always brought so much joy and laughter with her. Her Girl Scout sisters will miss her dearly. Everly's troop leader, Hillary, shared that Everly's Girl Scouts recently got together again in her memory. They did all of her favorite things: skating at her favorite ice rink in Reston Town Center, painting while listening to pop music, petting Amos, the therapy dog, and eating Girl Scout cookies. She said Everly loved any badger activity that involved animals, crafts, or food. At Cookie Booth, she was shy and quiet at first, but came out of her shell, laying on her signature charm with her eyes and smile to sell those boxes. Years ago, the troop helped plant flowers at their leader's home. Everly helped plant flowers by the mailbox. She had forgotten her gardening gloves and didn't want to get her hands dirty, so her troop leader, Hillary, gave her a spare pair, which she left behind. Hillary was working on her garden recently and said she felt Everly's presence. She looked down and realized she was wearing the same gloves that Everly borrowed, planting the same type of flowers in the same space, and it brought her comfort. Everly and Donna and Lydia and Peter continue to live in our memories just as they lived full lives here in person. After all, living is in their name, and we will never forget them and how they've taught us to do the things we want to do and bring joy into our lives, Girl Scouts being one of them.
Thank you, Alex. Now we ask that Lisa Odom, Association Chair of Association 53, join us to share a tribute of Germany Jackson.
Hi. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Alex, for that tribute to the Livingston family. So good morning. I want to tell you a little bit about Germany Jackson. She was a big sister to a fellow Girl Scout, Jalea, and her brother, Jason. And she was a cherished daughter of her mom, Dominique. She and her sister just joined Girl Scouts. They were not very long ago in our association at High Valley School. She was in troop 53172. And that was last year. Germany was a hugger, and she quickly made friends. She loved Girl Scouts. Her smile, her enthusiasm, and her determination in every part and every meeting really impressed her friends. She was a bit of a sparkler, so I wore a little sparkly dress today in honor of her. She was also a bit of a princess, so our association has crowns in her memory. She was very active in Girl Scouts, learned traditions. She enjoyed spending time with mother-daughter tea parties. She made cards for senior citizens and earning the Earth Day Defender and STEM badges. She also liked marshmallow building and robots, but the tinkering with those things. Outside of Girl Scouts, she loved music, dance, doing crafts. She also loved princesses. They came to her funeral. She was a little princess of her own right, and she was a sister to every Girl Scout. Pink, of course, was her favorite color. We are so grateful for the time that Germany had. It was a pretty new troop at High Valley. So we went to memorialize her. I'm sorry, it's hard to get through this. She was the same age as my youngest daughter, and I can't imagine. So for those memories, her younger sister is also a first grade Girl Scout. So not only were they sisters by blood, they were also sisters in Girl Scouting. So just remember your fellow Girl Scouts. We will always miss Germany Jackson. So please just remember her today, along with the Livingston family.
I knew that was a special dress, but I didn't know how special. That's perfect. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Alex. We are really grateful for the outpouring of love and compassion from across the Girl Scout movement as we navigated these tragedies. We were moved by the strong showings of support at services and through kind messages, thoughtful tributes, friendship knots, and all the other inspiring acts of sisterhood that we witnessed. Unfortunately, as tragedy struck us, it also hit other councils, and despite our own hardships, we remained committed to the sister to every other Girl Scout spirit. When the wildfires blazed across Los Angeles this year, we stayed in constant contact with the team there, providing meals and other resources. And when a young brownie named Sloan from Girl Scouts Nation's Capital Troop 54019 learned of the fires, she chose to send the Build-A-Bear reward that she had earned through cookie sales to a Girl Scout in Los Angeles who had lost her home. With these examples and so many more that you'll hear, we're honored to highlight all the ways sisterhood thrives in Girl Scouting. But before we get started with the rest of the meeting, we do want to share what we mean when we use the word sister. We are proud to be among the most diverse of Girl Scout councils in the country. The principles of equity and inclusion are inextricably tied to our mission. Our differences are what makes us special, what makes us stronger. Girl Scouts Nation's Capital uses the term sister inclusively to speak to everyone who identifies with the Girl Scouting experience, including our youth members, adult volunteers, team members, and caregivers. No matter what your background, we are grateful to have you as part of the Girl Scouting family. Throughout the day, we'll be lucky enough to hear from several Girl Scouts on the importance of being a sister to every Girl Scout and what it means to them. And with that, it is an honor as president of the board and a privilege to call to order the 63rd annual meeting of Girl Scouts Nation's Capital. We'll begin the business part of our session with a report from the Credentials Committee, adoption of the agenda and rules of order, approval of minutes from April 2024, Treasurer's report, election of new members for the Board of Directors and election for new members of the Nominating Committee, and national and alternate national delegates to the National Council of GSUSA. We will also have a report on the delegate forums held in February and a celebration of volunteers that will be presented in two parts. As a reminder, this session is being recorded in order to assure we have a full and complete record of our deliberations. In addition, the session is being live streamed to provide access to our entire membership. Joining me on stage is Kim R. Ford, Chief Executive Officer for the Council. As introduced earlier, seated in the front row is Wendy White, Secretary of the Board of Directors. Wendy will also serve as the parliamentarian. We will now hear the report from the Credentials Committee, Girl Scout Cadet Olivia Myers of Troop 50102, and Girl Scout Ambassador Samantha Eldred of Troop 01874.
Madam President, the number of accredited council voting members is 271 delegates selected by the service units, 29 officers and members at large of the Board of Directors, 5 members of the nominating committee who are not already serving on the board, for a total of 305. The council bylaws state that to constitute a quorum for the transaction of business, 51% of council voting members must be present in person, with a majority of the service units represented.
Present at 9 a.m. were 113 of 127 service units and 231 accredited council voting members. The Credentials Committee certifies that all voting members are active members of the Girl Scout movement, 14 years of age or over, and registered through Girl Scouts Nation's Capital. The Credentials Committee certifies that the requirements of Article 1, Section 8 of the Council bylaws regarding a quorum for the transaction of business have been met.
Thank you, Credentials Committee, for your report. As you heard earlier, today's agenda can be found in the printed program that was on your seat. There's an expanded version of the program available online that can be accessed by scanning the QR code provided in your program. The rules of order to conduct business today can be seen on the screens. Please take a moment to read them I'm sure you all did your homework and read them in advance. If you have any questions, our board secretary and parliamentarian for the meeting, Wendy White, is here to help. Thank you, Wendy. The minutes of the annual meeting held on April 20th, 2024 were posted on the council's website for your review. Let's consider approval for all the procedural items, the agenda for the day, the rules of order, and the minutes of the last meeting. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the day, rules of order, and minutes as presented? Second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by a very hearty aye. Aye. Thank you. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is carried. Thank you. With an incredible 55 awards to present today, we're celebrating our volunteers in 2 segments. Let's start with the first of 2 parts of adult recognition. I would ask Jody Morton, who part our recognitions committee, to come to the podium.
All right, good morning. My name is Jody Morton, and I have the honor of serving as the board representative of the Council Recognition Panel. At Girl Scouts Nation Capital, receiving recognition is a volunteer-led effort. Nominations are submitted by volunteers. Volunteers provide the endorsements, and the nominations are reviewed and approved by volunteer committees. Last year, local association recognition committees and our council recognition committee approved over 1,350 volunteer awards. Great job, everyone. While not all honorees are here today with us, hundreds of awards are being presented locally throughout the council. Let's keep this momentum going. Your nominations help us celebrate the amazing volunteers who make a difference every day. Now on to recognizing this fine group of volunteers here. The following volunteers have been Girl Scouts for 30 years. Kim Calder, Diana Matthews, Marvina Simmons, and Ashlyn Sinclair. We'll give them. Hold on, I'm gonna hold. I know. Penelope Sinclair, Janet Thomas, and Denise Tomlin round up our 30-year group. The following volunteers have been Girl Scouts for 35 years. Jennifer Bailey, John C. Bryant, Doreen Henry, Jennifer Hinkle, Patricia Jane. And we'll pause here. And rounding out our group of 35 years are Jennifer Manguara, Barb Stunder, Elisa Vareem, and Catherine Wyckoff. Okay, so congratulations to our 35-year volunteers. All right, now moving on to our 40 years, those celebrating 40 years of Girl Scout membership. We have Adrienne Okoro, Nicole Reeves, and Sharon Schneider. Yes, and with 45 years of membership, we have Deborah Randall. Congratulations. All right, 6 volunteers are being honored with the Sustained Service Pin today. Michelle Ballard, for her work as the Service Unit Money Manager for Service Units 15-1, 15-8, and 70-17. Amy Mitchum, for her work as Service Unit 52-10 Cookie Manager, in addition to her role as Association 52 Cookie Manager, inappropriately dressed today. Lisa Odom, for her work as a Service Unit 53-6 Service Unit Manager and an adult educator. And Kathy Polchak for her service as the 34-7 Share Chair. Got 2 more? Penelope Sinclair for her work as the Recognition Chair for Service Unit 34-8. And Patty Smith for her role as an adult educator for her role as an adult educator in service units 54-16 and 54-14. Congratulations to all of you. All right. Next up, we have 5 volunteers being honored with the nation's capital pin. For over 8 years, Kimmy Brocky has been a driving force behind the beloved Chill Out event in Association 37, guiding teen Girl Scouts through planning, budgeting, and leadership, all while fostering their confidence and independence. Her tireless efforts have impacted hundreds of Girl Scouts across Frederick and Loudoun counties, creating a space where they return year after year to connect, to grow, and to lead. Congratulations. Over the past decade, Suzanne Gleason has shared her knowledge and passion as an adult educator through countless workshops, Super Blitz events, roundtable discussions, and empowering thousands of leaders to confidently guide their troops. Her willingness to answer questions, organize impactful events, and suggest meaningful service projects has had a ripple effect, enriching the Girl Scout experience for both youth and adult members. Congratulations, Suzanne. Throughout her leadership at Camp Bay Breeze, Allison Schulman has transformed the AIDS and Training program, expanding it from just 6 participants to over 20 each year, rewriting the requirements and fostering leadership skills that have empowered countless young women to become strong, capable volunteers. From mentoring individual scouts through personal challenges to creating a structured aid and training program, Allison has fostered engaging experiences that inspire growth. Congratulations. Jennifer Trapani's leadership has transformed Association 52's Cookie Delivery Day into a seamless operation, serving over 150 troops in just 3 hours, all while calmly guiding anxious drivers and reducing delivery errors. She rebuilt a vital relationship with Springfield Town Center, ensuring booths were fairly distributed through an innovative lottery system, expanding access across multiple associations. Congratulations, Jennifer. All right. Next up, we're pleased to present the honor pin to 7 volunteers. Jennifer Collick's unwavering dedication. Heather? Oh, I am so sorry. Heather? And she's already over here. Okay. Heather Collick's unwavering dedication has transformed the financial health of not 1, but 2 service units in Montgomery County. Despite balancing her work, caring for her family, and her own troop leadership, Heather has tirelessly guided leaders and scouts alike through budgeting, record keeping, and account management with patience and persistence. Thank you, Heather, for shining your passion for Girl Scouting through every action. For the past 4 years, Cheryl Copeland has served as an association chair, wearing many hats and consistently going above and beyond to support all 6 of the Association 34 service units. She's been a driving force in fostering a sense of community, encouraging events like parade participation, hikes, and outdoor adventure days. Thank you, Cheryl, for bringing people together with grace and positivity. Gina Lindquist has been the backbone of Association 56 Fall Product Program for over a decade, guiding 4 service units and over 1,500 families through successful sales seasons with positivity, grace, and unmatched expertise. Gina effectively mentors Girl Scout youth and volunteers, achieving high retention and turning challenges into opportunities, even during the pandemic. Thank you, Gina, for your tireless support and infectious optimism. Kitty Autry's vision and commitment led to the creation of the Association 54 Training Pin Program that has been shared with associations and service units across our council. Kitty championed this program, has ensured volunteers across our entire council feel valued and inspired to complete the training necessary to provide life-changing experiences for our Girl Scouts. Kitty, thank you for the lasting impact on our Girl Scouts. Jeannie Metrit Young has been a true force in Girl Scouting who has dedicated decades to empowering teens in Association 37. Through her leadership with Frog, which is the Frederick Older Girls, Traveling Frog, Jeannie has provided life-changing opportunities for teen scouts, helping them develop leadership, financial literacy, and independence while ensuring travel is both accessible and truly girl-led. Jeannie, thank you for your unwavering commitment. For over a decade, Deborah Reichalt has been a guiding force behind Frog, empowering teens to take the lead, plan incredible events like glamping, and pursue their silver and gold awards with confidence. She is committed to girl-led experiences, mentoring volunteers, and keeping teens engaged in Girl Scouting. Deborah, for your unending dedication, we thank you. Laura Tan has empowered volunteers and Girl Scouts alike through her thoughtful leadership as the Association 34 co-chair. She has nurtured new leaders by organizing impactful events like the New Leader Day at Brighton Woods, which provided invaluable resources and connections for new volunteers. Laura, you exemplify the Girl Scout law through your unwavering commitment, kindness, and ability to make everyone feel welcome. Thank you. Thank you to each of our honorees so far. We truly appreciate every one of you. Stay tuned. We'll be continuing with more honors later in the meeting. And now I'm handing off to Barbara. So she's not here.
Okay. One more round of applause for all of our honorees. We are going to move now to our treasurer's report. Maria Rodriguez, our treasurer of the Board of Directors, is unable to be with us today. So we'd like to welcome Jenny Herrera, Assistant Treasurer of the Board, to give us the report of the 2024 audited financial statement and how we're doing to date in 2025. Jenny?
Good morning, Girl Scouts. Oh, that was great. So it means we're all awake and we're ready to hear about the money. I am so happy to be here on our council's, so happy here to report on our council's financial condition. The main focus of this report is on the fiscal year that ended September 30, 2024. The council statement of financial position and a statement of activities. The council's financial statements, which are audited annually, were posted for your review before this meeting and are available on the council's website. We're pleased to report that our external accounting firm, Aprio LLP, has stated that our financial statements reasonably present our financial position and changes in net assets in accordance with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States. In 2024, the council saw strong cookie program results, exceeding expectations and highlighting our Girl Scouts resilience. While some revenue areas fell slightly below budget, we remain focused on strategic growth and sustainability to strengthen our program and mission. The council also successfully operated 3 sleepaway camps at Camp Winona, Camp Mayflower, and Camp Potomac Woods, providing enriching outdoor experience for our Girl Scouts. Okay, now for the details. Feel free to follow along by scanning the QR code, the back of your program to explore, and click on Treasurer's Report for FY 2024. Or you can look at the big screen behind me. Who knew this was going to be interactive? I'm going to start with the council's assets. At the end of our fiscal year, our total assets were $69.2 million. The council's assets are divided into 3 categories: current assets, our cash, accounts receivable, shop inventory, and prepaid expenses. Investments, our board-designated operating reserve, operating investments, and endowments, and property and equipment, all of our fixed assets and right-of-use assets. The percentage of each category is shown on the first pie chart. If you swipe on your phone, you'll see the second pie chart, We also have it up on the screen, which shows the council liabilities also in two categories. Total liabilities at the end of fiscal year 2024 were 12.4 million. Current liabilities, our debts or obligations that are due within 1 year, like accounts payable and accrued payroll liability, and the long-term liabilities. These are debts or obligations due in future years beyond 1 year, which include our lease liabilities. Talking about money can dry your throat. After accounting for all of our liabilities, our total net assets amounted to 56.8 million, a reflection of our council's financial health and sustainability. These net assets are categorized as follows: unrestricted net assets for a total of 50.8 million, providing essential flexibility to support our programs and operational needs. Of this amount, 17.1 million is board designated for the operating reserve, ensuring financial stability. Additionally, 12.5 million is designated for the Outdoor Legacy Fund, reinforcing our commitment to long-term outdoor program initiatives. These allocations reflect our strategic financial planning to sustain and enhance our mission. Temporarily restricted net assets amount to 876,000, designated for specific initiatives as directed by donors and funding agreements. Permanently restricted net assets stand at 2.35 million, ensuring long-term financial stability through endowments and other funds that must be maintained in perpetuity. Finally, we experienced a change in net assets of 2.78 million, demonstrating continued growth and effective financial management. Let's now move to the council's revenue. Swipe on your phone one more time and you'll see the revenue without donor restrictions. This includes revenue from Girl Scout product programs, camping donations from individuals, corporations, and foundations. The council had net sales of more than 15.1 million, which includes fall product, the cookie program, and the Girl Scout shops. This year, we maintained the strong growth achieved last year, reflecting our continuing stability and resilience. We also earned revenue from 3 sleepaway camps I mentioned earlier and under programming. In total, our revenue was 23.3 million, which is down 4% from the previous year. The next pie chart shows the council expenses for the fiscal year 2024. Program services are the costs associated with providing direct programs and services to youth and adults, which totaled 16.1 million. This represents an 11% increase from the previous year. The other expenses on the chart are for council management, general administrative services, and fundraising. These expenses totaled 4.7 million. This represents a 20% increase from the previous year. When you compare how money is spent on program versus support services, about 77% of council expenses go directly to program services to serve youth and support their leaders. We are grateful for how hard the council staff work to ensure that year after year, we exceed the industry benchmark of 70% for direct service expenditures. This concludes the report looking back at our financial performance in fiscal 2024. If you have any specific questions about the financial statements, please get in touch with our wonderful Chief Financial Officer, Jessica McLean. She truly loves talking Girl Scout numbers, much more than me, I can assure you that. Before I exit the stage, though, let me give you a peek at fiscal year 2025. Our Girl Scout community, including all of you, sold over 4.2 million boxes of cookies. We so appreciate our partnership with Little Brownie Baker, who worked diligently after completing last year's cookie season to ensure our Girl Scouts had all the cookies they needed for this season. Thank you to our dedicated volunteers who helped make this year's cookie program a great success. Coming soon, you will hear about the new cookie that will debut next cookie season. So please stay tuned. Yeah, it's always exciting. I know that. Your success, this success is your success, and that's what makes Girl Scout programming possible across our region. Congratulations on a fabulous year, Girl Scout Nation's capital. This concludes the Treasury report, which will be filed as presented. Now I am thrilled to invite to the stage Girl Scout Junior Logan Crawford from Troop 34173 in Tacoma Park, Maryland.
Good morning, Girl Scouts and friends. My name is Logan Crawford, and I'm 10 years old and in the 5th grade. I live in Washington, D.C., and I'm super excited to be here with you today. When I think about Girl Scouts, the first thing I think about is the fun I have with my troop. My Girl Scout troop and I do all kinds of cool things together. We make crafts, volunteer together, go on field trips, but my favorite thing is to go camping. My troop and I went camping at Harper's Ferry. We made breakfast over a fire, went whitewater rafting, and had an outdoor slumber party. It was great. By the time we went home, we were more than friends. We were sisters. Aside from all the fun that comes along with being a Girl Scout, for me, being a Girl Scout is also about leadership. Take last Friday as an example. I volunteered to represent my troop when local Girl Scouts were invited to participate in the Situation Room at George Washington's Mount Vernon. Oh my gosh. It was so cool. There was this United States history simulator game that allowed us to pretend we were back in the 1700s, back when America was like a baby country. The Girl Scouts and I were assigned roles as members of Congress, and I was Senator Cabot of Massachusetts. We had to work together to solve problems, just like real leaders do. We had to debate, make decisions, and think on our feet. We had to solve a big problem, like a super important problem, just like grown-up leaders do. At first, I was a little nervous, but then I remembered all the things I practiced in Girl Scouts. I remembered that I needed to listen to everyone's ideas, speak clearly, and work as part of a team. And you know what? We did it. We totally saved the country. It was like superhero level awesome. And it proved that girls can run the nation. That experience was so amazing. It made me realize that I want to be a leader in our country someday. I want to make a difference, just like the women before us. I want to help solve problems and make the world a better place. And I know that Girl Scouts is helping me get there. Because being a Girl Scout is about learning to be strong, confident, and caring. It's about building friendships that last a lifetime. It's about knowing that you can do anything you set your mind to. And most importantly, it's about knowing you're never alone because you have a sister in every Girl Scout.
Oh my gosh. Logan, you are a rock star. That may have been your first standing O, Logan, but it won't be your last. Thank you for sharing your story, Logan. Phenomenal. And now to follow Logan is really difficult. But please welcome to the stage Girl Scout and board member Annabelle Bragdon, as well as second vice president of the board, Antoinette Barksdale, who will present a report from this year's forums.
Why did they do that to me? Oh no. How do I follow that? Oh my, I'm gonna try. Good morning, Girl Scouts. Good morning. I am Antoinette Barksdale, your second vice president of the board, and joining me on stage is Annabelle Bragdon, one of our board team members. Tough act to follow. We're here today to share a summary of the feedback that you provided to the board during our delegate forums held in February. Over 200 delegates attended the 4 in-person and 4 virtual gatherings facilitated by board members. So we appreciate your participation and value your input. Can we give yourself a round of applause? We thank you so much. This year, the forum discussion centered on a program pillar of the Girl Scout leadership experience, life skills. We sought to understand how our members define life skills, which life skills do you prioritize, and how program experiences should be delivered. So we wanted to hear from you so we can better serve you. The topic generated an interesting discussion and a wide range of recommendations. While the definition of life skills vary, so the overall theme was captured by several delegates with the phrase, Adulting 101. How cool is that? Adulting 101. Thank you, girls. Our Girl Scouts need support in becoming confident, self-sufficient, self-reliant individuals. They need skills that support them professionally, personally, emotionally, and physically. Life skills are those that you don't learn in school, but are essential tools to help you thrive, help you be successful in life. In terms of specific life skill topics, the list was so extensive. They want the skills needed to manage a household, like cooking and performing basic home maintenance and repair tasks. There was interest in experience in skilled trades like carpentry, welding, and plumbing, and acquiring a basic understanding of automobile maintenance and repairs. I can use that myself. There is interest in personal finance beyond just budgeting and money management, including understanding taxes, banking, and of course, investments if you've been watching the market. Many Girl Scouts shared that they would benefit from learning to read maps and navigate public transportation because, you know, we all punch in that GPS. They're interested in developing skills to plan and take both domestic and international travel. Girl Scouts want the opportunity to learn skills and adopt healthy lifestyles. They're interested in safety-related training including first aid, CPR, and AED administration, administering Narcan, gun safety, and self-defense classes. One of the most popular topics was life beyond high school. How do you navigate that? Girl Scouts seek support as they apply for college and explore future careers. Ideally, they want to secure an apprenticeship or an internship to gain hands-on work experience, the things that will be helpful throughout their careers. There was also interest in skills that they participate and anticipate needing once they begin their careers, such as management and meeting facilitation. These are some things that we gained from you, our delegates. We are your representation. Thank you, girls, and I will turn it over to our team board member, Annabelle. Thank you so much.
Girl Scouts recognize that they need to practice and refine their basic communication skills, such as active listening, reading body language, and providing and receiving feedback. Respect, empathy, and sympathy were identified as essential components of effective communication. Girl Scouts are interested in building skills and habits that support positive mental wellness. They recognize that they may face challenges with mental health, healthy relationships, and coping with setbacks. They want to build skills to be able to navigate these situations. The feedback acknowledged the need to develop skills to support the inclusion of all people. They want to connect with others. They want to be flexible, cooperative, and willing to compromise and resolve conflicts. They want to learn to understand and appreciate other cultures as well as act as allies for others. The great news is that GSUSA offers life skills badges for every level. The topics range from citizenship to cooking, art, and financial literacy, some of which, might I say, I have participated in myself in my time. However, according to the feedback, there needs to be more hands-on, in-person workshops and field trips beyond troop meetings for our youth to experience and practice as they earn the badge. The Council is committed to creating and curating these experiences. In terms of our new or expanded programs, we are planning a series of workshops to support our Girl Scouts after high school. We want to build a more robust mentoring network. We want to plan to develop insight overnight and one-day workshops to provide hands-on experience in the skilled trades, such as carpentry and plumbing. Finally, we will continue to offer experiences that develop lifelong habits to support individual mental wellness. Our members want to explore new experiences in safety of Girl Scouts, which allow them to learn as well as navigate through failures. The opportunities are endless, and the Council is committed to offering an extensive portfolio of hands-on experience. Now, please join us in welcoming to the stage Girl Scout Ambassador Sarah Rolke. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I just want to preface this by saying it's not going to be as good as Logan's. She set too high of a bar for me. But I'm Sarah Rolke, an ambassador and the co-host of the Council's new podcast, Always a Girl Scout. I was asked to write this speech a few days ago, so naturally, like any Gen Zer, I asked ChatGPT what it thought. It gave me some interesting ideas, some rather poetic, others with the word sisterhood repeated a few too many times to be reliable. But what ChatGPT couldn't grasp is what I'm going to talk about today. Rest assured, these words are my own. Growing up, I hopped between all kinds of sports and hobbies, but Girl Scouts gave me something I hadn't found anywhere else, a community where I truly felt like I belonged. When I joined in 5th grade, Girl Scouts offered me an instant sense of connection. Later, my Silver Award connected me with organizations from around the country, and now I see so many familiar faces that I've seen before at service unit events, council badge programs, and more. I've unlocked a network I never knew I could have. Girl Scouts is more than just a place to sell cookies or earn badges, although I love doing those things. It's a place where people help you grow and facilitate your dreams. At 11, I was making posters to encourage voting. Today, I'm teaching elementary schoolers about the importance of native plants and environmental conservation for my Gold Award. But even beyond the projects, for me, it's about the connections I've made through Girl Scouts and the little moments that push me forward. Connections I have with my troop leaders open new doors for me, showing me it's possible to get a PhD, conduct field research in Africa, and even one day run my own freelance business. It's the small moments that remind me what an impact we have on each other. With Always a Girl Scout, my co-host Elle and I have had the chance to meet and connect with incredible women, everyone from astrobiologists to members of the FBI, many of whom who are Girl Scouts just like us. They've carried values of confidence and leadership in their careers, proving the bonds we build extend past swaps and campfires. But there's one more thing I want to leave you with. The podcast celebrates another part of that sisterhood, being a sister to those who aren't Girl Scouts yet, from girls to moms to women. We're extending a hand and invitation and showing them how powerful this community can be. So, when it launches later this spring, I hope you'll help us share it. We can grow this network and shape a future where every girl is seen and unstoppable. Thank you.
Sarah, you were terrific. Thank you for sharing your story. We are grateful to have you, Sarah, as a member of our Girl Scout Advisory Board, the GAB, and as co-host of Always a Girl podcast, which we'll make sure that we promote so we all listen in. Everybody? Yeah. It is now time to hear from the nominating committee and conduct the yearly elections. Pursuant to the council bylaws, voting members electing to make nominations from the floor must have provided the information for the proposed nominees to the Secretary of the Council's headquarters at least 7 days prior to the annual meeting. We have not received any nominations from the floor for this year's election. Mary Gay Sprague, Chair of the Nominating Committee, is unable to be with us today. So Mary Brady, member of the Nominating Committee, will present the report and share the slate of nominees. Mary?
Thank you, Barbara. Good morning, Girl Scouts. This has been a very busy year for the nominating committee. I want to thank my fellow committee members who met monthly and worked over evenings and weekends to prepare for this year's slate of candidates. They are Mary Abijay, Matt Ferguson, Cheryl Gooding, Tammy Lockhart Benjamin, Natalie Ludaway, Karen Penn, Kate Shattuck, Mary Gay Sprague. On the screen. We have for you a distinguished slate of candidates for board and nominating committee members, and as we do every 3 years, a slate of national delegates and alternate national delegates to the National Council of the Girl Scouts USA. So all of those bios are also detailed in the delegate packet that was distributed. The nominating committee works on an ongoing basis to identify knowledge and skill gaps on the board and the nominating committee, ensuring its composition is aligned with the needs of the council. We are responsible for presenting a single slate of candidates to the annual meeting to fill those gaps. Together, we agreed on a slate of candidates that will help our council thrive into the future, and it's consistent with our democratic principles and that of the Girl Scouts of the USA.
I now declare the polls open for voting on nominees for board and nominating committee members. Mary, please present the nominees for members at large for the board of directors.
Thank you, Barbara. Madam President, nominees, please stand as you hear your name. For members at large of the board of directors for a 3-year term starting October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2028, we propose Vicki Bailey, Joanne Bernadine, Tracy Deacock, Davina Gamble, and Stephanie O'Keefe. I'm not done, sorry. There was a pause there, not done. Brigitte Tarunio, Tiffany Waddell. Please remain standing. For members at large of the Board of Directors, 2-year unexpired term starting October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2027, we propose Farah Eck. Farah? Remain standing. For members at large of the Board of Directors, Teen Girl Scouts for a one-year term starting October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2026, we propose Zara Jackson and Ava Jones.
Wonderful slate. Please remain standing. I declare nominations closed for members at large of the Board of Directors. We are voting by acclamation on this slate for members at large of the Board of Directors. All those in favor of electing the slate as presented, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? I declare the slate for the members at large of the Board of Directors elected. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, please present the nominees for members of the nominating committee.
Thank you, Madam President. Nominees, please stand as you hear your name. For members of the nominating committee for a three-year term starting October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2028, we propose Paul Donato. Okay, Alex Orfinger and Erica Thomas.
I declare nominations closed for members of the nominating committee. We're again voting by acclamation to elect the slate for members of the nominating committee. All those in favor of electing the slate as presented, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? I declare the nominating committee slate elected. Congratulations. And now, may I please present the nominees for national delegates and alternate national delegates to the National Council of GSUSA, which is going to be meeting in July 2026. Right here in our council.
And finally, Madam President, every 3 years, our council receives national delegates based on our Girl Scout members registered for the previous year. We are delighted to have 32 national delegates to elect today to represent our council at the National Council session here in Washington, D.C., July 2026, the largest delegation in the country. Yes, the largest. We will also elect our alternate national delegates to fill the vacancies in the national delegate group, if any should occur. For national and alternate national delegates to the National Council of Girl Scouts of the USA for a 3-year term to begin immediately upon election, we propose the names you see on the screen or in your packet. Yes, on your screen, along with the incoming team of the officers in the council who will be duly elected at the annual meeting in 2026. Can all nominees for national alternate national delegates here today please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Back to you, Barbara.
Thanks, Mary. I declare nominations closed for national delegates and alternate national delegates. We will vote by acclamation for the slates of national delegates and alternate national delegates. All those in favor of electing the slates as presented, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? I declare the slates for national delegates and alternate national delegates to the National Council of GSUSA elected. Congratulations. Again, congratulations to all our newly elected board members at large, nominating committee members and delegates. We know you will serve nation's capital to the best of your abilities. And Mary, thanks to you and the nominating committee for your hard work. Now, we would like to thank our outgoing board members. I think you want to stand? You can come stay. We'd like to thank our outgoing board members at large and nominating committee members. Please accept our heartfelt thanks and appreciation for your service. From the board of directors, please stand to be recognized. Annabelle Bragdon, Treasurer Cephas, Paul Donato, Natalie Ludaway, And the nominating committee, Mary Brady, Karen Penn, and Mary Gay Sprague. Thank you again for your service. We also want to thank all of our outgoing national and alternate national delegates whose term ends today. You did an awesome job in the 2023 and 2024 National Council sessions. It was a busy term of service. We're about to install the newly elected members into their Girl Scout positions, as well as having our continuing board members reaffirm their commitment. We will begin with the board and nominating committee, and then we'll proceed with national delegates and alternate national delegates. Would all the newly elected and continuing members, including officers, of the board of directors and the nominating committee please join Kim and I on stage? And I see that Nikki Clifton has joined us, our first vice president. She flew in this morning from Atlanta and made it, so welcome. Are you all here? Okay. Big group, gather round. Okay. I think we're gonna have to stay on that. There we go. Okay. Board of Directors. Are we all up here yet? No? Okay. Tiffany, you're very tall. You can stand in the back. Okay, we're on up here on the podium, on the stage here. Board of Directors. Please read the pledge along with me, all together. As a member of the Board of Directors, I am accountable to the membership and the community at large for the leadership of the council. I promise to fulfill my responsibilities, always keeping in mind the needs of the membership. Do we promise to uphold this pledge? We do. Thank you. Nominating committee members up here. Yes, okay, okay. Please move to the front, nominating committee. Please, all right, there we go, okay. All right. Nominating committee members, please join me in reading the pledge, all together. As a member of the nominating committee, I am charged with presenting to each annual meeting a single slate of candidates for elective office. I promise to diligently fulfill my responsibilities by always presenting a slate which is representative of the council's jurisdiction and which provides strength, skill, and insight to all the council's deliberations. Do you promise to uphold this pledge? We will. Yes, okay. Okay, one more. I'd like to invite all national delegates and alternate national delegates who will serve as needed to stand. I don't think we have room up here. And please join me in reading your pledge, all together. As a national delegate or alternate national delegate to the National Council of GSUSA, I will faithfully represent the members of Girl Scout Council of the nation's capital and the movement. I will help elect and provide guidance to the national board and act on proposals and changes in governance. I promise to prepare well, participate actively in, and fully report on the National Council session right here in Washington, D.C. Do we promise to uphold this pledge? We will. Thank you all for your willingness to serve. Are we going to do one more picture up here? Okay. Okay, thank you.
I was like,
There's an alternate exit. Slow going down the steps, yeah. We have another amazing group of volunteers that we want to recognize now. Kathy Duda, Chair of the Council Recognition Panel, will share their inspiring stories. Kathy? There you are. Okay.
Well, thank you, Barbara. And hello, fellow Girl Scouts. As Barbara said, my name is Kathy Duda, and I am the Council Recognitions Panel Chair. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the other members of the Council Recognition Panel who put in hundreds of hours reviewing nominations for volunteer awards. If you are on the Council Recognition Panel, could you please stand? And let's give them a round of applause. I think a lot of them are already standing over there, so I don't see them right now. Okay, first, there we go. Bradine Brown remembers there were not many African-American Girl Scout troops in Southeast Washington when her Girl Scout journey began in 1965. Her troop embraced all that Girl Scouting had to offer, selling cookies, attending charm school, camping at Potomac Woods, and even a debutante cotillion. A highlight of her girlhood was a dream trip to La Cabana. Her impact only grew as an adult. A troop leader for over 20 years, she held service unit and association roles, and she also co-chaired the 90th, 95th, and 100th anniversary sing-alongs on the National Mall. Bradine's leadership reached the highest levels, serving on our board of directors for 21 years under 5 board presidents. Bradine, your 60 years of service have uplifted youth, strengthened our council, and shaped our movement. On behalf of the Girl Scouts Nation's capital, we thank you. Patty Smith's journey in Girl Scouting began in 1965. Wearing her green intermediate uniform with a yellow tie, gloves, socks, and hat with her mother as troop leader. As an adult, she became a troop leader for her daughter's troops, and her experience evolved as she moved with her military family, always finding a troop to connect with. She encouraged Girl Scout-led adventures, supporting her scouts and planning ambitious trips, whether backpacking almost the entire Appalachian Trail, visiting Pax Lodge in London, and even visiting Hollywood, where her troops stood behind the iconic sign to celebrate their bridging. Patty herself served as camp director at Mayflower and worked as kitchen manager at Camp Jesse Bloom in Alaska. Today, Patty remains an active volunteer. Patty, thank you for your 60 years of service. So today we recognize 7 volunteers with the Thanks Badge. Zainab Elast Yodi, known lovingly by many as Elastic, has built a strong Girl Scout presence at the Muslim American Society, introducing and retaining over 500 Girl Scouts within that community alone, while fostering leadership in other communities across Northern Virginia and beyond. She has mentored countless leaders and has guided many of their troops through the Silver and Gold Award process. As an adult educator, she has empowered volunteers through training, ensuring they have the skills and confidence to guide their troops. She has helped bridge cultures, demonstrating that Girl Scouts is a place where all our members feel they belong. Thank you. As an adult educator, Pam Hosmer has spent years leading training for Brownie and Daisy troop leaders, helping them understand the fundamentals of guiding our youngest troops along their Girl Scout journeys. She doesn't just teach, she inspires. Her ability to share personal stories and real-life examples brings training sessions to life, making the material accessible and relatable. Leaders leave her sessions not only informed, but prepared to create meaningful experiences for their troops. She has mentored and encouraged those stepping into adult education roles across the council, ensuring that the legacy of strong volunteer training continues for years to come. Thank you, Pam. Danielle Johnson has been a pillar of support at the Aquasco teen encampments, service unit encampments, and October Zest, ensuring that every participant feels confident and capable. Through her patient guidance, she has helped Girl Scouts conquer their fears, refine their skills, and celebrate their successes, whether that means pulling back a bowstring for the first time or hitting a perfect bullseye. Even when the rain poured down at October Zest, Danny didn't let the weather dampen the spirit of the adventure. She adapted, ensuring that everyone learned safety while still enjoying the thrill of archery. Thank you, Danielle. Michael Perella has dedicated himself to equipping both youth and volunteers with advanced outdoor skills, giving them confidence to explore the wilderness, from leading camping training to pioneering tomahawk throwing and slingshot instruction. Michael's impact is immeasurable. He has personally trained over 75% of all lightweight and primitive site camping leaders in our council over the past decade. And he has introduced Girl Scouts to activities like primitive rope making, DIY hammocks, and emergency shelter building, fostering independence, resilience, and a love for the outdoors. His expertise, patience, and humor have made these experiences not only educational, but also incredibly fun. Thank you, Michael. Richardson is a patient, insightful, and dedicated mentor and adult educator who not only provides innovative solution, but also listens to feedback, ensuring that every volunteer feels supported, whether leading in-person or virtual training sessions or collaborating to improve leader development. Sharon has dedicated over 20 years to empowering volunteers. Her ability to balance tradition with new ideas has made it possible for thousands of Girl Scouts to have meaningful experiences. Sharon guides volunteers through every detail, making what seemed daunting feel entirely manageable. Sharon doesn't just train volunteers, she builds a community of capable, confident leaders. Thank you, Sharon. Okay. Angela Sunshine Thompson has been the heart and soul of Camp Crossroads, a beacon of joy and discovery for more than 300 campers, teenagers, and adult volunteers every summer. Her vision and commitment have transformed Crossroads into a haven where Girl Scouts come together to learn, grow, and create memories that last a lifetime. Last summer, she orchestrated a remarkable initiative to bring a troop from a DC community center to Crossroads. She ensured every detail was handled and gave those youth a life-changing experience filled with adventure, friendship, and the empowering spirit of Girl Scouting. Thank you, Angela, for Sunshine. In 1960, when Susan Ducey became a Girl Scout in Central Illinois, it ignited a lifelong passion for travel. From state capitals to international adventures like our chalet, these experiences profoundly shaped her, emphasizing the importance of exploration and giving back. Later, as a military spouse, Susan brought Girl Scouts wherever her family was stationed. Every place she went, Susan organized legendary scouting adventures. She served more than a decade as a service unit manager and a service unit cooking manager, attending 6 national conventions and serving on the board of directors at River Bluffs Council. Susan preserves the legacy of Girl Scouts for future generations through her work at our History Center in Frederick. You may have even seen her bring our history to life as a Julia Gordon-Low impersonator. I don't know if that's, I think she might, it's more living it, yes. Thank you, Susan, for all your 65 years of service. Thank you. Okay.
Kathy, please, I need you to help me with this next award, please. This year we'll be recognizing 4 volunteers with the thanks bag. Surprise! For you! Thank you. In addition to all her work on the council recognitions panel, Kathy Dura is one of our amazing volunteers that we are celebrating today. During service unit manager training, where she guides volunteers through complex situations, Kathy's calm, solution-oriented approach and great sense of humor ensures that every volunteer stays engaged. Even in the moments of challenge, her adaptability and grace inspire confidence in those around her. She has also led numerous cookout and campout courses, equipping hundreds of volunteers with essential outdoor skills. Rain or shine, Kathy brings her warmth and wisdom, even coordinating with animal control when an unexpected family visitor joined a training session. Kathy's home itself is a testament of her commitment. She and her husband, Chris, transformed their lower level into a welcoming Girl Scout meeting and training space. Kathy, your unwavering dedication, infectious enthusiasm, and profound influence ripples across our council, and we thank you, Kathy. Deb Sherman. Deb Sherman's dedication to the Girl Scout movement has touched thousands of lives. She has been a fixture at Bay Breeze for over 25 years, most recently serving as an assistant director, where she shared her deep knowledge of camping and outdoor cooking with over 1,000 youth and volunteers. Her compassionate heart and steadfast presence have supported Girl Scouts and their families through life's hardest moments, offering comfort, strength, and a safe place to grow. She's repaired equipment, mentored volunteers, and even brought her own troop to help others learn, embodying the Girl Scout spirit in every action. As an adult educator, she trained hundreds of volunteers in essential skills, enabling them to confidently lead youth on their own camping adventures. Her creativity shown in her legendary cookout trainings, where she taught innovative methods for solar cooking and plank roasting, turning every meal into a lesson and a memory. Thank you, Debbie, for your extraordinary service. Brenda White. Brenda White has been instrumental in delivering engaging trainings that empowers leaders to confidently guide their troops. Whether facilitating new leader training, refining our advanced workshops, or mentoring volunteers one-on-one, Brenda's passion for adult education is evident in everything she does. She doesn't just teach, she nurtures, encourages, and ensures that every volunteer feels supported and valued. Brenda is willing to drive from one end of our council to the other if a group wants to have an in-person service unit manager training. She is a steadfast advocate for lifelong learning, always seeking new and innovative ways to engage adult volunteers. Her mentorship extends beyond structured training sessions. She is a guiding force, offering wisdom, encouragement, and a steady hand to those navigating the challenges of leadership. Thank you, Brenda, for your dedication to giving volunteers the skills and confidence needed to create a meaningful Girl Scout experience. Jacqueline Wooldridge, or as she is known on camp as Chip. She has dedicated over 34 years to Ash Grove Adventure, shaping the experiences of thousands of campers, aides, and adult volunteers in her role as a camp director, camp aide director, and she's also served as a unit leader. Jackie has left an indelible mark on every aspect of camp life, from the flagpole rope marked with the blue tape to the cherished AIT-led flag retirement ceremony. Jackie's leadership has created a ripple effect, inspiring volunteers to return year after year. She thoughtfully pairs out-of-state volunteers with local leaders, fostering lifelong connections and strong camp teams. Her dedication to developing training programs, especially those addressing mental health and safety, has ensured that Ash Grove Adventure remains one of the most organized and prepared day camps in the council. Her work developing the AID training program has helped shape young leaders who return as volunteers, continuing the cycle of membership. Thank you, Jackie, for your service.
Linda Moore. I got the right, okay, good. Recalls the thrill of receiving her brownie pin in 1954. And when she carefully turned it right side up, and then she turned it right side up. In intermediate, she remembers her troop participating the proper royal wave to use as they watch Queen Elizabeth pass by. Let's see it, Linda. There we go. Linda learned seamanship in California with a Mariner troop, where she helped plot courses across San Francisco Bay, even navigating to Candlestick Park for a ball game. Each year, the troop capped off their adventures with a week-long camping trip after crossing the bay by boat. Linda began volunteering at camps immediately after graduation, working summers in New Jersey, then at Cole's Trip, where she was a swimming and boating instructor, later returning as a waterfront director. She directed multiple camps, from Freedom Valley to Connecticut Trails, and in 2004, she came full circle, serving as a unit leader at Brighton Woods, the same camp she attended as a child. Linda also served as a troop leader for 14 years with standout trips like a 3-day biking adventure through Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket. Over the years, she was a share chair, yay share, served on the nominating committee, was a national delegate, and attended every national meeting. Her influence extended to the broader camping world through the American Camping Association, where she shared insights from her Girl Scout experience to enhance safety patrol camps for elementary students. Linda's legacy is not just in the programs she built or the miles she paddled, but in the countless lives she touched, inspiring generations to explore, lead, and give back. Please join me in congratulating Linda Moore on 70 incredible years of Girl Scout service. So this year we have an incredible volunteer being presented with the Knox Award, our council's highest honor. Jennifer Manguera. Contributions to Girl Scouting are vast. In addition to her work leading 5 troops, Jen served on the 2008 and 2012 Girl Scout inauguration committees. She ensured Girl Scouts participated in these national events to show the organization's strength and its vital role in American society. Jen also played a key part publicizing our 2012 Rock the Mall event as part of the Public Relations Committee. That event exceeded all expectations when it brought together 250,000 Girl Scouts from across the country and the world. Jen has left her mark on our Girl Scout community through her work at 12 community camps. And when she volunteers at camps, she doesn't just show up. She's also a bus monitor, enduring sweltering summer days without air conditioning, just to ensure that every Girl Scout can get to camp. And after those long days, she doesn't take a break. One volunteer shared, "I will never forget the day she arrived at an association chair meeting, having just stepped off the bus from summer camp, drenched in sweat from the near 100-degree heat. Despite her exhaustion, she sat down, full of energy, ready to strategize, and even volunteered her troop to host a mystery camp to raise funds for Share." Yay, Share again. That event was such a success that it had to be repeated due to overwhelming demand. That's who Jen is, unstoppable, committed, and always thinking of ways to create new opportunities for Girl Scouts. Jen has a passion for mentoring teen Girl Scouts, whether serving as a Gold Award panelist or tirelessly mentoring them on their journeys to the Bronze, Silver, or Silver Trefoil. Nearly 100 Gold Award Girl Scouts owe their success to Jen's guidance, encouragement, and expertise. One Girl Scout shared how Jen didn't just help her achieve her Gold Award. Jen was there for every major milestone in her life, attending her high school and college graduations, as well as her wedding. Jennifer is an overwhelming testament to your service in Girl Scouts. Your nomination for this award received an amazing 19 endorsements from volunteers. And those endorsements not only came from volunteers, but also the youth who knew her. On behalf of Girl Scouts Nation's capital, it is my deepest honor to present you with the Knox Award.
That's the Academy Award of the nation's capital. Fantastic. Thank you to the recognition panel and congratulations to today's honorees. Your stories of dedicated service to Girl Scouts clearly illustrate that you've made your mark, you've changed lives, you've lived by the principle of being a sister to every Girl Scout, and you've inspired everyone in this room. This past year, we achieved so much together. We're simply in awe of the boundless potential we see in every Girl Scout in our council. To our board, past and present, thank you for believing in our mission and offering your time and talents in building Girl Scouts of courage, confidence, and character. To our volunteers, thank you for the energy, passion, and guidance you share with our Girl Scout community. To our generous donors, thank you for investing in our council to ensure we can deliver the strongest possible experience for our members. Because of your commitment, we can continue to support young leaders who are making a difference. Together, we're providing the tools and resources our youth need to build the future they want to see. And let me tell you, there's nobody who better exemplifies being a sister to every other Girl Scout than all of our youth members. Thank you, Girl Scouts. When I think of what it means to be a sister to every Girl Scout, I think of the stories you've heard this morning, and I think of many other examples of absolutely selfless behavior by our girls. In the interest of time, I'm not going to share more of them, but there are really, I think, in every troop and every corner of our council, stories that actually tear everybody up of the service projects and the thoughtfulness that our girls demonstrate. Our support of these world-changing Girl Scouts would not be possible without everyone in this room. Your leadership, your volunteerism, your generosity ensure that youth across our region have access to empowering experiences that help them grow into confident, capable, and compassionate leaders. The donors, we can't thank enough because they've stepped up to demonstrate just what it means to be a sister to every Girl Scout. Inspiring gifts come in all forms. They allow us to offer memberships, camperships, program grants, and more to ensure Girl Scouting remains accessible to all, to revitalizing our 8 camps across the region, to preserve access to meaningful outdoor experiences for generations to come, to even promoting the Gold Award through a going for gold spot during the Olympics. And I really want to thank our Women's Advisory Board, which didn't get a shout out at this meeting. There's almost 200 executive professional women in our council who support particularly our Gold Award candidates and our Gold Award Girl Scouts. And it wouldn't be, to close out my remarks, but we still have one phenomenal speaker to come. But to close out my remarks, of course, we're always telling you what comes next for our Girl Scout community. For the adults and even girls who play golf, we hope you'll join us for the 6th Annual Golf Classic on Monday, September 15th, Fairfax, Virginia. We'll come together to champion the cause of empowering Girl Scouts. I say come together, I'll be doing a golf cart. I'm not, okay. But next, we're gearing up for the 21st anniversary of Women of Distinction in West Virginia on Wednesday, October 8th. This long-standing event will benefit Girl Scouting in the West Virginia region. A heartfelt thanks to Bernice Collis for her dedicated leadership as the committee chair. She's not with us today, but shout out to Bernice Collis. And last, but certainly not least, we're proud that the Girl Scout Nation's capital will be the host of the 2026 Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime event running from July 20th to 25th, 2026. We will welcome Girl Scouts from across the country to celebrate the Girl Scout movement. We can't wait to see you there. As we look forward to these events, we are thrilled to welcome to the stage our Chief Executive Officer. And let's congratulate her. She has completed 1 year of service as and in 1 year, I want to say, as her supporter, as vice chair of the board, it feels like 10. She has done so much to her energy and enthusiasm and also her wisdom and skill to the council. So with that, here she is to speak to us this morning, Chief Executive Officer Kim R. Ford. That's very humbling. And let's thank Barbara again for her extraordinary thank you for joining us at our 2024 annual meeting. And I know I was asked at the beginning of the meeting, but I can't help myself. Now, last year I was here as the newly named CEO, and I'm so grateful to have recently celebrated my 1 year happy anniversary to me. And then I was actually meeting all of you, mostly for the first time. And over this past year, I've been to all 25 counties in West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, and all throughout DC. And as I look out across this audience, it gives me such joy to say that I actually know you. I've seen you. I've been there.
And it really does. That brings me joy to not be looking out over a sea of strangers. After all, I can confidently say that we're not just the largest Girl Scout country, okay, that'll work too. We're not just the largest Girl Scout council in the country, but we're also the best Girl Scout council in the country. To our GCA board members, Mr. Sanders and Mr. Peacock, you go ahead and tell that. You got 10 councils. We are among the most diverse councils, and we are the largest youth-serving nonprofit in our entire region. Which means I can tell you that we are going to be the strongest council. As Bobby spoke about earlier, the past few months have not been easy. So more of us are navigating loss. People across our region have lost their employment or are unsure about their futures. Fears about being able to safely gather in public have caused some of our Girl Scout troops to step away. And many people feel as if their identities and their histories are being erased. In spite of these challenges, we've remained strong. Why? Because of the sisterhood of Girl Scouting. Time and time again, as you've heard throughout the morning, Girl Scouts have stepped up to support one another. And as we see the spirit of sisterhood in so many of you, we are inspired to do our best every day to rise to the call. So we've been busy defining what sisterhood means to us and then taking action. As national dues for membership rise, we're committed to ensuring that everyone who wants to be a Girl Scout and everyone who wants to stay a Girl Scout has that opportunity. As our local economy suffers and the cost of living seems to rise every day, we're investing more than ever and are proud to launch our Girl Scout Promise Fund, because that's what we do. Because our promise states what? That we will help people at all times. Now, what does that look like? Financially, we will offer discounted membership to anyone who needs it. We as a council will be stepping up to cover significant portions of these fees because that's what sisterhood means. We will provide full support for the Girl Scout experience to those who want to participate through membership, camperships, uniforms, program grants, and so much more. This fund provides a dignified and respectful experience, honoring the talents, strengths, and aspirations of all who seek to share in the Girl Scout experience. Because that's what sisterhood means, and that's what our promise is. Our promise also says that we will live by the Girl Scout law, which tells us our very theme of the day, to be a sister to every Girl Scout. So alongside the Promise Fund, we are kicking off our Sister to Every Girl Scout initiative. This comprehensive, all-encompassing program will provide resources such as legal support and access to immigration services and safe spaces for youth, mental wellness supports, and using our assets like camps for outdoor convening spaces, databases of services to support job training and placement. We're looking into additional supports, such as creating a Girl Scout membership card that gets you discounts at area businesses, and specific post-secondary offerings like test prep, essay writing, and interviewing skills. Also, through connections and convenings like yoga and meditation outings, and days where families can come together and simply have fun with activities, food, and music. And as we do across the council, we will do for our team, our amazing team. Can we spotlight the team? All the team, come on. It is an absolute honor and privilege to stand around and work alongside this group of talented 125 folks. And we're going to invest in them because they're the folks who are in the trenches with you, our dedicated volunteers, making the things work. So everything from small things like more snacks in the office, which will be healthy, establishing sensory areas to starting monthly walks, Zumba, and dare I say, dance parties. A sock parade has already been planned. We know that now is the time to invest. Now is the time to double down on our commitment to every Girl Scout. We're going to stand alongside you today and tomorrow, no matter what it brings. This is what makes Girl Scouts the best. This is what soccer and gymnastics and debate and student government can't do and won't do, because sisterhood is a lifelong bond between family, and family steps up when times get tough. Family is there for you when you have a real house to town. Your sisters are here for you. It's exactly in these kinds of moments when our sister pops up and says, I got you. So Nation's Cap, we got you. And Girl Scouts Nation's Capital have a mission to build youth of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. This is more important now than ever. When I was growing up, parents told their kids that they can be anything they wanted to be. Parents encouraged us and invested in us. They wanted us to be successful. Today, parents still want the best for their kids. But what I hear more than anything else is that parents want their kids to grow up to be good people. They want them to fulfill another aspect of our law, to make the world a better place. And we want to create more opportunities for youth to tell us both how you're making the world a better place and to create space for you to ask us for what you need to do so. Therefore, we're launching a slate of new opportunities for Girl Scouts and our amazing volunteers. We will sponsor a conference on youth, women, and girls. We're going to be thought leaders in this space and show this region and the country that Girl Scouts, as Logan said earlier, are the ones that are going to save this world. That simulation, and that simulation can actually end poorly. The facilitators told us that. But they did literally save the world. We're going to start a co-CEO for a day opportunity for Girl Scouts to shadow either me, which was kind of boring, or one of the many CEOs and leaders that we have in the network, like Barry mentioned, our Women's Advisory Board. We're going to host teas and brunches with troops and Girl Scout leaders to genuinely connect and just be in space with one another. And we will continue having our town halls across the council. Our Always a Girl Scout podcast is launching. Sarah, they are great. Can't wait for everybody to be able to see them. And the council app is in final test on. That's coming too. This week, someone wrote to me that they watched the annual meeting from last year, and they said everything you mentioned towards the end of your speech you have done or started. I love that because one, it's true, and two, because I want you to continue to hold me accountable. What I said last year is in motion. Our work in focus communities is up and running with new troops being formed and us listening and learning from those communities and importantly, making changes to our model such that it fits their needs. Salute to Service is up and running with celebrations this month for Month of the Military Child and next month Military Appreciation Month. And we want to show love also to Uniform Service and Freedom Service, all of whom are represented on our Salute to Service Advisory Board. We're coming together as a council. I see it every day as I'm out and about and seeing how people are coming together and learning from one another. Systems like that app will facilitate communications from West Virginia to Southern Maryland and everywhere in between. We've launched a mapping project in response to what you said because you want more programming and more activities closer to where you are. And also, directly from your feedback from those town halls, we are working on more programming for older Girl Scouts so they stay engaged and active and excited about it. And we have a signature effort. Once a Girl Scout, always a Girl Scout. We're active actively going after the 1 million Girl Scouts in our footprint. We're going to find them. And we're going to set up and ready to go for the greatest convention that this movement has ever seen. Are we going to show up and show out? Having us hosted. Y'all don't know, okay? Y'all don't even know. And guess what? We're getting a street named after us. Yes, Girl Scouts Way is coming to the headquarters of Washington, D.C. and I make sure that you're I tell you about my daughter, and then she would point to things and say, "You see it? Y'all remember? Some of y'all who just reviewed it, I had a couple of people say they just watched it again." That's okay. And so at that time, I was encouraging to see the vision of where we're going. Now she says things like, "Mommy, you burped." Say, "Excuse me." No, that's not right. But I still get so much joy seeing the world through her eyes, because she sees opportunity and hope and possibility and excitement, even when it's in daffodils, bubbles, and dogs' tails. And I think that's the way that we should look at the world, because it's through that lens that Girl Scouts will continue to make the world a better place. Let's see the opportunity, the hope, the future, and let's embrace the excitement of things big and small, so we can stand alongside these Girl Scouts, our volunteers, our once and always reactivators, our team, and board, and our world. Because that's what it's going to take. So I ask you again, you see it? Thank you, Kim. She knocks it out of the park every time. And she's got a 3-year-old? Almost. I mean, we would understand if you were tired, but I don't think you ever get tired. Thank you, Kim. With your powerful leadership, the commitment of our team, the dedication of volunteers, and the drive and potential of each Girl Scout, we know that our council will reach new heights. Thank you all for celebrating with us today. Please save the date for next year's annual meeting, Saturday, April 18th, 2026. I hereby call the 2025 annual meeting to a close.